Hey guys, welcome back to Erenshor Guides. Got a bit of a different one here today. This is going to be a long video. This is going to be a long walkthrough. We're going to be getting 2 teleports and the journeying boots, which are amazing at level whatever it is. So this is, you just beat the tutorial island, and now thinking, what should I do? Well, this is what you should do, at least like very early on, because these things are going to benefit you very well. So we just spawn in and we are going to start running. There's a little village here. We're in Hidden Hills. We're gonna left click on this well, throw a coin in. This sets our respawn point. Turn the left a little bit and there's the brick road. We're gonna follow this road. The name of the game for this entire run is we're gonna be sticking to the roads. Roads are typically safe in this game, and we're just going to follow this road. See at the top here we have a compass, and we're going sort of east and west. If you get some mobs, just run past. These guys are low level, they're not going to one-shot us, but we're going to be going through some high level zones in a bit, and they will be one-shotting us. So follow the road out. You're going to zone out into Fairy's Break. Again, we're going to stay on this road. We're just going to follow it straight. So we got to do a little bit of prep before we go. One thing I forgot to mention is that we need about 600 gold. I got about 1,300 on this character. So like I said, we're going to go straight through. We're going to follow this road all the way down. We're going to go all the way straight through the zone by sticking on this road. Run past all these houses. There are some enemies that can patrol around here, so just kind of keep your head on a swivel. Just want to make sure there's no wandering patrols that are going to kill us. As we stuck through the road, we zone into Port Azure. Alright, this is the main city of the game. We want to get well acquainted with this place, but we're just gonna kind of push through right now. So there's a city right there, but be careful. There's these big spark beetles outside, and they like to kill noobs. They like to kill low-level guys. So we'll just kind of keep our distance, follow the road. You can see there's other sim players just flying around in here. Alright, we're going to go through the big doors right here. Once you're all done here, I recommend coming back to the city and just exploring. This is where you'll find class trainers, there's the auction house, there's a bank, there's a lot of quests. So it's a really good place. You're going to be here a ton. So, coming through the gates, we're going to go up the steps and take a hard right. Going towards this big statue. Take a hard left. We're kind of near some docks, and there's Azure Arms. We're going to go in here, talk to the general merchant, and he sells Azure Mead. We need 3 of them. So buy 1, 2, 3. They're only 12 gold apiece. And then exit. Run to the wall, turn left. And we're going to go down this little market, and there's a food merchant. Gonna talk to this guy, and we need a sea spice. This thing is 500 gold. You need 1 of them. This can actually drop from an enemy we're gonna kill pretty quickly, but if you have the money, I recommend just coming and buy it because it's not 100% guaranteed drop. All right, we are prepared, so let's get out of here. Let's go the way we came just to be consistent. Turn around, run back towards the docks. Take a right. Hit the wall. Take a right, go up these stairs. And on the second left, there's the stairs, and there's the doors we came in from. Like I said, definitely come back to this place. It's worth exploring. Alright, since we set our respawn point at Hidden Hills, we can just go ahead and, like, get killed by one of these beetles. It'll actually be quicker just to respawn. So... oh no, we died, but we wanted to die. Click respawn. We're back at Hidden Hills. Alright, we do need to get a party together. We don't necessarily have to do it right this second, but we will in a minute. So From the well, again, we're going to go down this road. You can loot these little chests that sim players leave behind. Every once in a while you get some nice loot. Following the road to the right here. There's going southeast. And we're just going to ignore all of these mobs. Maybe loot along the way. Maybe we'll get lucky with something good. What's interesting is sim players don't actually loot what they kill, so you could just follow random sim players around and they will just kill things and leave all the loot behind. Alright, we're in Fairy's Break. We're going to follow this road, but this time, when we get to the first signpost, we're going to make a left. And it's right before the second house here. So here's the second house. There's a signpost. We're going to turn left and follow the road. Again, there's mobs that roam around this area, so we're going to want to be a little bit vigilant. Run past this house on the left here. Just keep following the road. There's the zone marker. These blue stripes on the mini-maps, these are zone markers. This is where it'll take you to a new zone. Now we spawn in Fernala's Revival Plains, and it points us kind of into the heart of the zone. But if we look, if we turn around, we're actually at a Y intersection. This southeast is the way we came from. We want to go northwest. So when you spawn in, just turn to the left and go straight. Go northwest to leave the zone. Alright, we are in Willowwatch Ridge. This is actually a noob zone. This is the alternative zone that you spawn in if you choose not to do the tutorial. So now we need to get a group going. So we need a tank, we need a healer, and we need some DPS. Just pick the highest level that you can. The ones in whites are going to be the guys that'll go ahead and join you. So we're going to invite a paladin for our tank. We need a healer, level 7 healer. That should work. And then for DPS, I like the Stormweavers, or Stormcallers. They are just, at this level, they are just a lot better DPS than kind of everybody else. Okay, level 6. We're gonna be killing a level 7 mob, which is why we're being a little bit picky. Alright, level 5, that'll have to do. But there's a cool trick that we can do once we get to the mob. So we're gonna go, so as we spawn in, there's a ruin on the right, and there's a town on the left. Let's go to the town first. We'll pick up the quest. You don't need to actually pick up the quest. All this quest is going to have us do is kill the mob that's in these ruins. We can actually kill him first and then come back here, but it doesn't matter. Still waiting on a DPS to hurry up and get here. Alright, there's first NPC, Cagnus Marlson. I think he likes some chess. Just talk to him, hit the green words, and now we have the quest to kill the giant. You just turn straight around, and there's these ruins right here. That's where that giant is. Now, my character is level 4, and this group is pretty weak. This mob is level 7, and he's kind of strong. So, but I think our tank will be able to tank him decently. And that's kind of the most important thing, is that somebody just doesn't die right away. So here we are. And what we're going to do is we're going to engage the mob. Oops. And then I'm going to go to the group builder and just start inviting random people. Like just a bunch of people. So let's engage them. Look at our... DPS is pretty bad, yeah. So let's go into the group, and we're just going to start inviting And it doesn't matter that our group is full. When we invite all these people, they're going to come running to us anyways. And I'm talking like, you can just keep doing this. And what's going to happen is these guys are eventually going to get here. They're going to be like, hey, invite me to the group. But your group's full, so they're just going to stand around for a minute. Eventually they get bored, and they're just going to run away. Actually, we might kill them before anybody shows up. But eventually they're going to get here. They're going to realize you're not inviting them to the group, so they're going to get bored and run away. But if you're in the middle of fighting something, they're going to stop and, like, actually attack. See some of these guys... Oh, they haven't attacked yet. We'll almost kill them. See, now they're kind of just standing around. See, they're all waiting for us to invite them to the group. But our group is full. That doesn't matter. They can still attack the mob. Yep, now they're attacking him. And he goes down just crazy fast. That's what we gotta do. So now we loot him. This willow soil is what we're really after. But he's got some decent drops. And of course he dropped the sea spice that I was talking about. Alright. Let's go back to the town, turn it in, and then we'll have our first item. I like to check these chests because if the sim player kills an enemy and leaves, you know, the corpse on the ground, if there's something special on it, there'll be kind of like a rainbow or like a beam coming out of it, kind of like there's a beam coming out of this well. But if they leave the zone, or if you leave the zone, it'll turn into a little chest, but there won't be that beam. So to turn in the thing, we click on it in our inventory, and we click on Cagnus Marlson, and we say give items. It says, hey, good job. You gave us Rune of the Hills. That lets us teleport back to the Hidden Hills, which is awesome. So that's our first teleport. So let's move on. We got one more teleport to get, and we also have the amazing journey boots to get. So from Cagnus Marlson, we're going to turn to the left. We're going to go northwest. And we're going to go straight. There's going to be a lot of running. So one thing you want to check is in your options under your controls, look for... what is it actually called? Okay, it's auto run. I have mine bound to my 0 on my keypad. So we're going that northwest direction. Hit that auto run, and it's easy game. So we're back in Fernala's Revival Plains at that Y intersection. This time we're going to go left. We're going to go left and follow the road. Again, if we stick to the road, we should be pretty safe. That's a guard. These are NPCs up here. So essentially what we're doing is we're picking up a quest that says, like, hey, go on this really long journey and then come all the way back and we'll reward you. So we're like, okay. It's the idea is that you're traveling halfway across the world and back in a way to experience the world for the first time. And with a very good reward too. It's very, very old school EverQuest-y. Okay. So as we approach, there's a camp on the right. This is where we're trying to be. Hayden Passion is who we are getting this quest from. So talk to him. Click the rippers. And then he gives us this box of supplies. This is what we need to go. Where we need to... I can't use that. It's a Druid Stormcaller. Alright. So from the NPCs, we're going to look northeast, and we're going to run towards this mountain. And we're going to keep the mountain on our left. Just be careful because there are some mobs on our right, but we should be pretty safe with the mountain on our left. Follow this mountain just for a little bit. So once you kind of clear the mountain, it's going to hook back towards the north. We actually want to cross this big field to the other mountain. There's these 2 tall trees that we're kind of aiming at. There are some mobs in this field, so we just kind of keep our eye on a swivel and just keep alert. But we're just aiming towards this mountain that's on the other side. It's to the north. It's to the southeast. Once we get to this mountain, we're pretty safe. We're just going to keep the mountain on our right and follow it. You don't have to go all the way around. There's a village straight east. This is what we're aiming for. We're going to set our respawn point at this village. The reason is when we finish the quest, we want a quick way to get back to this zone to turn in the quest. Otherwise, we'd have to run all the way back or spawn back at the Hidden Hills and run back here. This is, I think, the quickest way to get back. So like I said, we're going straight east until we hit this village, and then we're going to drop a coin in the well and set our respawn point in this village. We do still want a party, and we're going to show you in the next zone why we still want a party. All right, we're at the throw a coin in. You just left click on the well, throw a coin in. Now this is our respawn point. So from the well, we're just going to go east till we hit this mountain. And then we're just going to keep this mountain on our right and just follow it, and it'll take us to the next zone we need to be in. This is a huge zone. There's just so much space in the zone. And way down the road, if you're ever treasure hunting and you have treasure hunts in this zone, it's just going to feel like you're just running around here forever looking for them. But luckily enough, there's only a handful of actual treasure spawn locations, and they're all fixed. So once you kind of get used to it, you just start checking and you figure it out. So we're just keeping this mountain on our right. It's a very safe run. There's a lake on our left. Just squeezing on through. All right, we're almost out of here. Like I said, keeping the mountain on our right the entire time. Now we hit the zone. All right, we are now in Rottenfoot. This is the most dangerous zone that we're going to be going through. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the left here and click guard. That's going to keep our party right near this exit. What this does is that while we're running through, if we die, we'll just have the group run out, and that'll actually respawn us in the previous zone. So it's a neat little trick. If you ever have to cut through a dangerous area, you just keep your party near the entrance by clicking guard, and then if you die, you click run out or run away, and they're going to beeline it towards the nearest zone, which is right behind them. And then when they zone, it's going to drag you with them, and it's going to respawn you. So it's a really cool trick. All right, so we are facing north, and we are just going to go straight north. There's going to be a house that appears. We're going to run towards that house. Once we're at this house, if we're still looking north, there's a big tree close to us. We're going to aim about to the left of that tree, and we're going to cross the swamp. We're not going to go completely across because there's some crocodiles on the other side that are dangerous. We're just going straight north from that house. And as we approach the shoreline, we can start seeing the crocs. We're going to just turn to the left, go north by northwest. There's some trees there's a big tree to the north. That's kind of where we're going. We're going to go to the right of that tree. So going to keep our wide berth from this croc. And now as we approach the other bank, there's some more crocs. So we turn to the right, hit this mountain, Alright, now we're safe. Alright, this is a dangerous spot. So we're between this big tree and this mountain. There's some patrollers that are right around here. You can see them, these rotten foot wallers. We're just gonna kind of try to hope they go away. And then we're just gonna try to squeeze by. Let's see where they go from there. Alright, I think that's our opportunity. Just hug the wall to the right. Alright, we made it past it. Once we hit the water, we're good. Alright, we're at the shore. There's some more rotten, rot-belly crocs. What we're going to do is just avoid them and go straight into the water. Aiming towards this far coast, we're going north. Alright, nothing's chasing us, that's good. We don't want to go all the way to this coast because there are these blue things. And they will attack us. So, right before the coast here, we're going to turn to the left. We're now aiming west. That's our zone right in the distance. And it's a safe, straight shot. So, just in the middle of the water here, avoid the shoreline, and just run straight west. And then it turns just a little bit north right at the end there. Alright, we are in Silkgrass Meadowlands. This is another big zone, but it's a lot less dangerous. Still, I'm going to keep my party guarded by the entrance just in case. There's some more sim players, they might help us out. So we're just going to run straight north as much as we can. There is a road, but there are animals that kind of patrol around here. We're just going to avoid them as best we can. We should be able to. There's quite a bit of space in between, but we're kind of sticking to this road going north. Avoid that bear. Alright, oh, we got a skeleton on the road. Get around him. Alright, following the road, we have hit this little town. We're just going to go straight through the town. I don't recommend setting this well as a spawn point because then you're going to be stuck way up here and you got to make a trip all the way back. So from the town, we're going to just continue following the road. It's north by northwest. There's some skeletons around here, so just going to give them a wide berth and get around them. Just going to get back to the road and keep following it. There's a little ruined town up here. Oh, you got a skeleton. Stay away. There's some people in this town, and they're going to be purple, but they're not going to be aggressive towards us. We haven't done anything wrong towards these people, so they are not going to attack us. Once we're in this ruin, we're going to turn to the left. We're facing southwest, and we're going to go straight. We're going to cross this little bridge. Now this road is effectively what we're going to stay on for the rest of this zone. It's a really big zone. But it's fairly uneventful. There are mobs that will patrol around here, so we're just gonna, again, keep our head on a swivel and enjoy the ride. Staying away from all these mobs, sticking to the road. Road kind of fades away, but it kind of comes again. We're just going that southwest still. Nope, there's a snake on the road, so let's go around him. Back to it. As we crest this hill, we can see a little bit of a curved staircase. That's where we're going. Alright, hit this curved staircase. Let's go up it. And we are pretty much safe. So there's these crystal, I don't know, pillars. And that zones us into the next zone. We're almost done, but we're in a spooky place, the Looming Wood Forest. Again, put our group on guard just in case we do die. We're just gonna follow this road. Wherever it takes us, it's gonna lead us to a small town. Once we get to the town, we're actually just gonna go north out of the town, but let's do that first. This is a high level zone, so anything in here will one-shot us. But there's some really good monsters in here, and there's some really good field bosses that drop some good loot. So once you are that high level, you'll be coming back here and farming some of that stuff. Alright. Following the road, and it's leading us to this town. We can go straight in the town. And the town has 3 exits, including the one we're going through right now. So we go in the town, towards the middle. We're at this this fountain here. And we want to go to the exit to the north, the northmost exit. So that'll be the exit on the right from the way you came in. And then just follow the zone. This will be a straight shot to the zone exit. This should be safe. I don't think there's anything that spawns around here. You see, got the blue line there. Means we're zoning. And voila, we're at Ripper's Keep. This is where we want to be. Just follow the road north. See, there's this big castle. First stop is right outside of it. Don't worry about these guards on the road. They are not aggressive towards us. We haven't done anything wrong towards them. There's a little town on the right here. And right before the castle, we got one NPC, Lena Halstead. We're going to give her the box of supplies. And she gave us Lena's receipt. We're going to turn that in to finish the quest. But before we do, we're going to go in the castle. Again, nobody's hostile towards us. Haven't done anything wrong. We're in the castle. Take a quick left on the first floor here. And there's a quest giver. Jeremy Galliard. Talk to him. He's going to give us a quest saying like, hey, bring us 3 Azure mead and some sea spice. So like, hey, we have that already. 3 Azure mead and 1 sea spice. And now he has rewarded us the Rune of Ripper's Keep. We right click on it right now. Show you where it spawns us. There's the castle. And right there is the merchant that we talked to. So yeah, this is your let's look at the map here. So we are way up here and we started way down here. So now we have 2 teleports and they have infinite uses. So you could have a teleport all the way to the north and a teleport all the way to the south. This means anytime you need to go through, need to go to a dungeon or stuff, you have 2 ways of approaching it. This is awesome. Right before we leave, let's check out this town. Because this town is something special. It's close to a teleport. The Rune of Ripper's Keep. Want to keep that closed, don't want to sell that. And in this town, there is a banker and an auction house. Also, there's a merchant here that sells this nice Ripper axe, which is very good. If you're a paladin or reaver, you're low level, there's no requirement other than being a paladin or reaver. You could be level 1 and use this. This is a very good, like, kind of starter weapon. It's also very good for flipping for money. We'll get into that into a different video about how to use the auction house. But yeah, I really like this spot because it's close to a teleport and you got a bank and an auction house real close by. So until you unlock the reliquary way later down and have money to pimp it out, this is kind of going to be your home base, sort of. Or at least was for mine. Alright, we are good. We need to die, though. We have completed our mission. We just need to go all the way back to the revival plains. So let's just look for a high-level mob. I'm going to go out to the south here, the way we came. go back into the forest, because there's some nasty mobs in there that should be able to wipe us very quickly. Just gonna go look for trouble over here. This is why we set that well spawn point way back in the revival plains. Just because, so we don't have to walk all the way back. Alright, these guys will just destroy us. And then just let them kill the whole group. Alright, respawn. We're in the revival plains. Perfect. We're going to look east, straight east, and we're going to run straight. We want to keep this mountain on our left. Look how far we've come. We have the 2 teleports here. You do need to keep them in your inventory. In order to use them, you just right-click to use them. They'll get you out of trouble, but they won't get you back to where you came from. They're a one-way teleport, so keep that in mind. Again, we're just keeping the mountain on our left. There's nothing around here that we need to be too worried about. Alright, you'll see this gigantic willow tree. We're gonna go straight towards that, but we're gonna try to keep away from these monsters. There shouldn't be too many. This gigantic willow tree has a dungeon underneath it. It's a huge dungeon that you're gonna be spending a lot of time in. It's actually like a very interesting dungeon because you unlock a part of it as you beat it, and then it sends you back to a different dungeon, and you kind of ping pong back and forth for a while. So we're just gonna go around the tree. And just keep going west. We'll hit the road here in a second. This is just the safest way to do this. Alright, there's the road, it's green. We're just gonna go to the right. And we can see these blue tents. And our NPCs. Alright, Haddon. We're going to give her Lena's receipt. Mission accomplished. And he gives us the Journeying Boots. Stat-wise, these things are nothing to write home about. But, if you right-click on it, it gives you spell effect movement speed +6. So do yourself a favor. Don't put them on yet. Start running a little bit. And then equip them. And now we are the Flash. Like, these things, oh my god, it is such a quality of life about how fast these things move. Do note that you will outrun your party. So if you run into a group of monsters, they might be a little bit behind you and may not get there quickly. But I highly recommend keeping these boots on you at all time. Even if you find better stat-wise, just keep these around in your inventory. Anytime you need to travel long distances, they're just incredible. They just, like, as you see, and like it took us a half an hour to do this whole mission. Like, that would be cut down, I don't know, 20%, 20, 30, 40% if we just had these boots on us. So that's it. I really hope you enjoy. From here, I would say go back to the hills, the Hidden Hills here, and start questing. You go back to the town, there should be some quest givers. Quests don't necessarily give the best XP, but they will point you in directions of where to go. They'll give you points of interest and kind of tell you, go to these dungeons and whatnot. They don't give you a ton of experience, but they do give items often, and the items are usually pretty good for your level. So, thank you very much, and enjoy Erenshor. There'll be more guides on the way.